Okay, I may cuss, but I don't curse. Let's get that situated first. Pisces people, glad you could make it. Glad that you could be here. So listen, check it out. I got 3 cards out here. I'm not going to hold you long. Pause. Starting with the Ace of Wands, followed by the Ace of Swords, followed by the Six of Swords. Okay? So, what you have at hand right now is not just an opportunity, but endless opportunities to choose and go whichever way you want to go. This is new beginnings. I just did a Gemini reading. It was talking about the World card was first, about a cycle coming to an end, and the one comes after the end. You know what I mean? So this tells me it's like almost in the same type of vein, the same type of vibe, to where an ending had taken place to where now there's a new beginning. And you see how the snake is in this card. I read somewhere, or I seen somewhere, I learned somewhere that snakes need something to latch on to in order to move. They need friction in order to move. So as you see, the snake is tightly wrapped around this twig, this branch. Pause, that's crazy, but it is, and it's illuminated. There's travel at hand as well. There's lots of travel at hand. Not with just the Gemini energy, but with this reading as well. And this new beginning, I'm getting the feeling that this new beginning may not have, or is not going to look exactly the way that you thought it would look. So it's like sometimes people be looking for the how they're going to do things, and this is not going to necessarily look exactly how you thought it would. However, this is going to get you to get up under your feet, if that's a saying. You know what I mean? To where it's kind of like if you're walking through a windy city and the wind is like pressing up on your back and blowing you forward. Pause. But that's what it's like. That's what I'm picking up on. You know what I'm saying? I just can't want to know. I'm telling you, that's what I'm seeing here. So that friction is like, that's what it could come unexpected is pretty much what I'm saying. Pause again. Flagrant out here. But this travel can really open up and broaden your horizons, is what I'm getting. That's the whole goal here. It's trajectory. It's setting you off on a course that did not necessarily look the way that you thought it was going to look. I know I said that, but I must reiterate that. And I'm feeling the dissolving of structure. I feel like you've done the grunt work, the grind work, to develop this time in your life where you're able to travel. And it's not like sometimes you might have put a limit on yourself previously and said, nah, I can't really go travel here and do that because I got to take care of this. Granted, you had a valid reason for it. Don't let nobody trick you into thinking that was an excuse, or a poor excuse, should I say, for you not busting a move. You were right. You and your soul knew you was right. You know you. Now, though, you can get to traveling. And you might even think, well, now? But in your heart, you feel like, yeah, now. And because the Six of Swords is out here, lastly, I'm feeling like for some of you, this can be local traveling. Some of you are actually about to go on a vacation, whether you go with someone or you go to meet someone, or if you just go alone. Some of y'all might just go alone, or at least that's what you will intend to do, is to just go alone because you want to reflect on all of the things that got you here, because you've made it, Pisces. You've made it. And I know for some of y'all, it feels weird hearing this. Like, what are you talking about? Because I don't feel like I made it. I'm telling you, if you think, should you frame your mindset to think, like I said, the dissolving of structure, you will comprehend exactly what I'm saying. You can't hear this with the belief in the structure. The belief and the hope in the structure, you got to see it as crumbling, as fading away, as dissolving, as water would erode rock. That's why the Six of Swords is out here. It's the discovery. It's time for you to move on. You may be feeling reluctant to do so, but with all this ace energy out here, you really don't have much of a say in this, Pisces. I'm just keeping it a beam with you. Now, this Ace of Swords out here in the middle, you see these stalks remind me of the same green snake that's in the Ace of Wands. Now there's plenty of them. So remember I said there's plenty of endless opportunities. Like, you got options, you got choices, whether they be routes for business. This Ace of Wands definitely means enterprise, by the way. Enterprise. And so this newness, this new thing could be an actual business, an actual enterprise. But there's so many opportunities that rooted up due to you taking action with this career beginning and this travel, that you find yourself in the midst of all of these things with a competency. You are very competent. Someone just told me not too long ago, I think charisma embodies competence. The most charismatic people have competence, and it was one other characteristic, but competence I definitely remember as being one of them. And you have that, Pisces. So there will come times, maybe even very soon, I'm feeling, where you will be faced with a decision, and success will be on the verge of the decision that's being made. It would be, it's resting on your shoulders when you make this decision, and you're going to be able to make it. You're going to be able to make it. You may even have to find yourself in a type of tough conversation to where you may have to instigate some type of confrontation. You might have to be the shit starter in some sort of way, because you just need to get the stuff drummed up to the surface. The same way that I see these roots coming out of the ground, things need to be uprooted so that they're visible, so you can make the decision, the decisive action that is needed. And don't worry, you'll be able to make it. You will make it. And change is going to be the outcome of that decision. I'm feeling like it's only one decision too. Like, you have to make one decision. So don't feel like you're going to be overwhelmed with something that's going to be coming down the line. Nah. You're going to be either faced with a decision that you have to make or a tough conversation that you have to have. But all of the words are going to come to you very concisely, very precisely, and you won't really have to think about it, because there's going to be no veil. There's going to be no mud in the water. You understand? It's going to be very clear for you to be able to speak exactly what needs to be spoken. And then again, this Six of Swords, I believe after that decision and the continuance of these actions being made in the form of travel, you're going to gain your footing again. I'm getting like some of you are going to shape your phone in a type of way that makes your office mobile, like a digital mobile office, because this is going to happen so rapidly that you're going to have to figure out how to carry your enterprise with you. I know this sounds new age and innovative, but that's what the Ace of Wands represents as well. Innovation. So for those of you who have been spending more time in the cubicle or spending more time in front of the desktop, get prepared to fix your laptop, your iPad, or your mobile phone in a type of way that allows you to be able to do your business on the go. Just keeping it a beam. And should you take that vacation, or you just use that getaway for whatever purpose, we know what the purpose of it is for. It's low-key celebrating, but in a very harmonious and peaceful way. You know what I mean? Get your oils, get your candles, do whatever. Get your foods, your mood foods, do whatever, But it's more of of a time to relax and take it easy and reflect. And you know what I mean? Pat yourself on the butt and say, yo, I did this shit, B. You know? Long time coming. Pause. I'm just keeping it a bean. That's all I got for y'all, though. I'm out.